Okay, so big day today actually, but we're not in my Tesla, we're in David's. So what's going on today?
We're just taking a drive because we are about to hit 10,000 miles. So I've had my car for just over a year and haven't driven it as much, I guess, as Eric's driven his. But we will be hitting 10,000 miles here in the next mile.
Yep. So we came to a special place. This is Red Rocks Amphitheater. It's actually a worldwide known area, and a lot of musicians play here, and pretty famous of an area, and very beautiful.
So anyways, we just figured we'd take a quick drive and just talk about all the issues I've had with my car and just give a recap. I think Eric did a recap on his car a few months back, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
He hit 10,000 a little sooner than I did.
And mine's not even a year old yet.
Basically, I picked my car up December 7th, 2016, which was the 75th anniversary of Pearl Harbor, by the way. So anyways, picked it up. There were a few minor issues when I picked it up. Nothing major. There was, some issues where the chrome trim was slightly misaligned. One of the gaskets around the rear passenger door was just kind of had a crease in it. Nothing major again. The biggest problem that we had when I picked up my car was actually something they told me about before I even picked it up. I would have never seen it, but when they were preparing my car for delivery, they saw that there was a problem with the clear coat on the rear hatch, right kind of close to where you would put the spoiler. They brought it to my attention. You could not even see it unless you were standing and the light was just right, or angled just right, or if you rubbed your hand across that, you could feel it just wasn't quite smooth enough. And so, a very minor issue. They basically went ahead. They said they would order me a brand new hatch, factory painted. And once that got into stock, they gave me a call. They gave me a loaner, and basically they just replaced the hatch. That was the most major work I've had done to the car. It cost me $0 to fix because it was all covered under warranty, and that was something they took care of knowing about it before I even took delivery.
We're almost there.
Here we go, 99.9.
10,000!
And there we are.
10,000!
So besides the hatch, the next issue I had with my car was when I was first driving home with the car. It was during a snowstorm, kind of like what we had yesterday, and had the TPMS gave a warning that I had low tire pressure in the right rear tire. And I just thought maybe it's because of cold. I've seen other people have issues when it's cold out, and I didn't think anything of it. It was pretty cold for the next couple of weeks, and that warning never went away. I got a portable pump to inflate my tire. And after a couple weeks of doing that, I decided there's obviously a problem with that tire. So I took it in to Tesla. They checked it out, found there was a screw on the inner sidewall of the tire, and basically it was non-repairable, unfortunately. So they had to go ahead I had to go ahead and order a new tire. It wasn't covered under warranty because that is a consumable item, and there was no proof that it was that way when I picked up the car. So we don't know where the screw came from, but basically I had to pay, about $200, something like that. They did give me free install or whatever, so that was good because it was something I experienced since I picked up the car. So a funny thing is that happened. I've never had a flat tire in my life. That happened when I first picked up this car. 3 weeks after I got that tire replaced, the TPMS showed a warning in the right rear tire again. And I was like, seriously? Took it in to Discount Tire, which is, I think, America's Tire, American Tire, something like that in California, but Discount Tire, I think, in the rest of the United States. Took it in, had them, we bought their tire certificates, which is basically you can get a warranty on a tire even if you don't buy a tire from them. And before they even looked at the car, they sold me the warranty. They went out, took a look at it, said there was another screw in my same right rear tire. And they said it was non-repairable. They went ahead and ordered me a replacement tire. I waited for it. There was no rush because it was a very slow leak. And we waited, but 10 days went by, and by then it was actually time for me to take my car in to go and get the hatch replaced. So I went ahead and told Discount Tire, never mind, I'll just get it replaced at the Tesla Service Center. So we took it into the Tesla Service Center. They looked at it, and they were able to fix it. They said, oh, that's repairable. They went ahead and repaired it for free, and I haven't had a problem with it since. I do still have the issue every once in a while when it gets cold, where the TPMS does still show, if it's really cold. It was 3 degrees this morning. So right now all my 4 tires show 40 PSI instead of 45 or whatever I normally have them set to.
which I tend to get too. I get that on my left rear tire. Anytime it's cold, that sensor always just throws it off for some reason.
Yeah, we also see
But it's only like 1 PSI lower than the others, and it's still at like 40, so I think
yeah,
it's
so
fine.
there you can go. Right now they're at 40 and 41.
Oh, yeah.
So, if it warms back up, it'll go back up to 45, or I can put some more air in them. But that's just something we've seen. Also, we see that sometimes if we go over the mountains, up over some passes, and we're up at like 10,000 feet or something like that, we'll notice a warning, but when you come back down to a lower elevation, it goes away. That was the second issue that I had, but again, that didn't really cost me anything at Discount Tire, other than those tire certificates I got, but those will actually cover me. So if I ever do get a flat on any of my 4 tires, they will replace the tire and fix it for free.
Yeah, I don't remember how much those were.
It was like $20 or $25. It was
a tire,
really
I think,
affordable. 20, yeah, per tire. So it's like, I think it was like $20 per
Maybe
tire.
Maybe $80.
Yeah, and basically that covers it as a warranty. So if anything happens over the, I don't know how the lifetime of the tire, they will replace it. So after the tire issue, we kind of noticed in mid or early 2017 that on some roads my car really bounces around a lot. And I have the coil suspension, not the air suspension like Scott and Eric have. And I don't know if it's because I had fewer miles or if it's just this coil suspension itself, but on some of these concrete roads we have in Colorado, you can feel like every bump whenever you hit a next section of concrete. And it was just like, we tried doing some videos about it, which Eric can show a link for down below or include here, but we found that it was a little rough. Maybe it got better over the past year. I don't know. I don't really care about it anymore. I don't really notice. Maybe I'm used to it. Maybe it just got better wearing in the suspension. I don't know. Again, didn't spend any money on that. Didn't really get it checked out yet because it wasn't much of an issue that I needed to get taken care of. The only other issue, I guess, that we have noticed repeatedly is the Wi-Fi issue that we've seen with my car, Eric's car, and Scott's car. And basically, it cycles back and forth. Whenever we're home, we have it so it will connect to our Wi-Fi router. It'll connect, then it will connect back to LTE, then it will connect back to Wi-Fi, then back to LTE over and over and over again. And it's been doing this since I first got the car. I didn't know it was my car at first, but then we got Eric's car in March of 2017, same problem. Got Scott's car in December of 2017, same problem again. So it's obviously not a hardware issue with any individual car. It's something related to the router or the software within the car itself. So we did a couple videos back last year. First one we thought that DLNA devices are something that let you stream like music or movies over your network. And some people had reported that if they had DLNA on their network that was causing problems. We isolated the issue by creating a guest network on our old Linksys router. And by creating that guest network, it only had the Teslas on that network, and it seemed to solve the issue. While we were doing that, we went ahead and decided to upgrade to Orbi because we had heard a lot of cool things about the Orbi mesh network routers. So we went ahead and upgraded to those. Didn't realize, we thought that solved the problem as well, still had it on a guest network, thought it solved the issue, but then we didn't find out until about a week later that the problem still was occurring. And we actually will be doing another video on that in a couple of days to tell you what we found out the real cause of the problem is and what the real solution is and how we monitor our traffic. So it's a problem, but it's not a problem. And we'll tell you how we figured that out in a coming video soon. Well, so anyways, I haven't taken my car in for any servicing. I know they do suggest a 1 year, or annual service. Or is it at 10,000 or 12,000 miles? I don't know. But I haven't had the need to because really I haven't had any issues, any noises, any other complaints about any of the hardware on the car. And so I haven't taken it in. The only other issue might be, I guess, the windshield wipers, which we recently bought some.
Video coming soon.
That's, again, a consumable item that everybody's, you can replace that yourself. You don't need to take it to a service center for that. So the only other complaint, I guess, and this is kind of an odd one, but the only other complaint I have is that, and it's not about the car functionality, but when I bought my car, the P100 had just been announced, and you knew that they were going to be coming out with the 100 battery, and I really wanted the 100 battery because I go on road trips to Kansas and Nebraska a lot, and I just wanted that extra capacity. At the time, Tesla had it so that the free unlimited supercharging was only going to be available on the 90 battery or below, and at the time supercharging was going to end at the end of 2016. They extended it a couple more weeks into the beginning of 2017. But again, people such as Eric put it in order for the 100D, and then they were told, sorry, no free unlimited supercharging. Eric actually took delivery of his car, but they retroactively gave him free supercharging a couple weeks after he got his car. So he really lucked out because he did get the free supercharging and he got 100D battery. Only thing is about his supercharging versus the supercharging that I got with my car is that if I sell my car, my supercharging stays with the car for the life of the car. With the supercharging that Eric got, it only stays with the car as long as Eric owns it. After that, if he decides to sell it to someone, they are going to have to pay for any supercharging.
Yeah, that is the only like big downside with mine is I don't have that luxury to help market my vehicle.
Yeah, when you
whereas if you sell yours, I think yours would be in higher demand even though it has a 90 because you get free supercharging and people love free supercharging.
Yeah, depends
it's a great
on
perk.
what the person's looking for. Some person might want to have that free supercharging. Somebody else might want to have the extra 10 kilowatts. The other thing is I was really holding out for those ultra white synthetic leather seats, and I missed those by a week. Those, I had my order in, and I saw that they were just starting to build those, but my car had just gone into production, so I missed those. So a little unfortunate I missed out. Those are the premium seats that have the adjustable headrests, and I still really love my gray next-gen seats, but I kind of missed out on getting those ultra-white seats, which Eric got. And you can see how nice those look. And they really do clean up easily, as you saw in one of our previous videos.
Yeah, super easy. But we might have a solution with some things going on.
Oh, yeah.
That and more coming at a later date. But we might have a solution on what could be worked out. But yeah, I got super lucky. I'll be the first to admit that with the 100 battery and the free supercharging and the white seats. I placed it at like a perfect time.
No complaints about the vehicle itself. I like the car I got. Kind of wish I would have gotten a couple of extras when I purchased it, but I'm happy with the car I've got. It's performed well. I've done several road trips in it, and hopefully I'll have it for years to come, or at least, and hopefully it'll be trouble-free in those years to come. We have received lots of software updates over the past 10,000 miles. Sometimes I get them within 3 to 4 days. Other times I think my longest one was over 60 days, and that was with one of the most recent updates to 2017.50.2. That was the longest I waited between updates. After that, I think I got the 50.3 within like 3 days. So a lot of functionality has been added over the last 10,000 miles.
What's your most favorite thing functionality-wise?
I think the traffic aware cruise control is the best, because when I first got my car, it only had regular cruise control. I guess people who got the car a week before me didn't even have cruise control. Luckily, when I got it, it had regular cruise control, so when I took that first trip to Kansas in Christmas of 2016, I just had regular cruise control. It worked, but I had to keep adjusting my speed. Within a couple months, we got traffic aware cruise control, and that made road trips so much better because it will automatically adapt to traffic and speed up or slow down. Makes driving so much easier. I do like when the other autopilot features were added, such as auto steer, and they've been increasing the functionality and the performance of that over the past year. It's so much better than it used to be. All kinds of other features. I don't use some of the features like the easy entry profile or the key fob link to a profile. Home link distance setting, I didn't really understand what that was for, because we were already able to program my home link to initiate the signal at the right location, so I didn't really see what that purpose served, but I'm sure it works for others. So we've had a lot of software updates over the last year, and we're expecting more, always coming, I'm sure. Hopefully we'll be seeing some of those advanced autopilot features here in the next few months, where the car will be able to change lanes and drive around cars on its own without me having to initiate them with the turn signal. Perhaps summoning, where it doesn't just back out straight in and out, but be able to drive, perhaps auto parking, where it'll be able to go find its own place to park. Well, it'll just be cool to see some of that. And eventually, even though I don't have it, we'll be able to upgrade my car to full self-driving.
Okay, so hopefully you guys enjoyed that recap of David's past year and 10,000 miles. Definitely experienced some different issues than some have, so hopefully you guys enjoyed that. I know a lot of you have been asking about that. But definitely, if you are looking for a Tesla, check out our website, teslainventory.com. If you are looking for a new or inventory Model S, feel free to use our referral code down in the description or at the top of our website. Doing so will actually get you free unlimited supercharging, and that is the only way to actually get it. It's an awesome perk, especially if you do a lot of road trips.
And it only lasts for like another less than 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's only on till January 31st. So if you do want it, make sure you place your order by then. And if you do use our referral code, definitely send us an email through the website. That way we have your contact info. So when we take delivery of our next gen Roadster, we can have you guys come out, or we can try to meet up with you on our road trip. Because without your guys' support, none of this would be possible. So I just want to say thanks again. Definitely a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Let us know in the comment section down below too what issues you might have had with your Tesla. Hopefully none. Go ahead and click here though to subscribe, here for some more videos, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.